From the 105.9 Region Newsroom, the most trusted source for regional news, here's your information update.
Major layoffs could be coming to Newmarket. In tomorrow's provincial budget, the Wynne government looks like they want to appease the NDP, and the NBA condemns racism. Rain heavy at times today, windy with our highs up to 11. With 105.9 The Region News, I'm Bob Pritchard. Leaked documents suggest that Premier Kathleen Wynne is looking to appease NDP leader Andrea Horwath by focusing tax increases in tomorrow's budget squarely at business and the rich, with a glancing blow against smokers. The leaked documents are reported to be a 2014 budget overview prepared for the Liberal cabinet and says the government will increase personal income taxes on the higher income earners, probably those over $150,000 per year. They're looking to up the tax on aviation fuel by 4 cents per liter over 4 years, restrict tax credits for large corporations, and stop construction companies from claiming the fuel tax exemption. The document says the increases are part of efforts to raise $29 billion over 10 years for public transit and infrastructure projects. The document says the Liberals will also dedictate revenues from new high-occupancy toll lanes to transit projects, something the Democrats call Lexus lanes and say they will not support. It also indicates the Liberals plan to dedictate 7.5 cents of the existing provincial tax on gas and diesel fuel to transit, issue so-called green bonds to raise cash for projects, and is also prepared to borrow money when needed. Tim Hudak and the Progressive Conservatives have already made it clear they want an election as soon as possible and will vote against tomorrow's budget. NDP leader Andrea Horwath said yesterday she'll read the budget carefully before deciding if her party can support the Liberals for the third consecutive budget or if they'll team with the Tories to defeat the minority government and trigger a June election. Newmarket Ward 3 Councillor Jane Twinney says hundreds of jobs will be lost if Electronics moves most of its operations out of Newmarket. The councillor says the solar panel production portion of the Harvey Walker Parkway South plant will close in July. Only the cell and smartphone refurbishment section will remain in operation, which employs about 50 people. Speaking from their San Jose offices, Electronics Corporate Communications Vice President Renee Brotherton said it's a difficult decision that had to be made, but didn't elaborate on the details. She didn't specify how many employees might be affected. Impacted employees will receive severance packages in accordance with company customs and local regulations. 5 people were injured late last night at a fire at a bed and breakfast in Campbellville. 2 people are reportedly in serious condition. The other 3 were treated for smoke inhalation, including an off-duty Halton Regional Police officer. The cause of the fire, which began late last night, is not yet known. Toronto mayoral hopeful Olivia Chow says her long-term transit plan includes investing $1 billion for both repairs and expansions of TTC service with products like a downtown relief line. Chow says if Toronto is going to keep property tax hikes at reasonable rates at around 2% per year, she believes that the Scarborough subway that mayoral rivals Rob Ford and John Tory favor is a wrong choice. The NBA stood as one yesterday, condemning Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling for racist comments he made during a phone conversation. The league has banned him for life from NBA games and events and is looking for team owners to agree to force Sterling to sell his team. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver also fined Sterling $2.5 million. 6 Canadian fighter jets will join NATO training exercises in Romania against the backdrop of the crisis in Ukraine. The CF-18s took off yesterday from CFB Bagotville, Quebec, and will be supported by 225 Canadian Forces personnel. At the send-off, Defense Minister Rob Nicholson said Canada's contribution sends a very clear message that Ottawa feels Russia's aggressive actions in the Ukraine are unacceptable. A UN official says Jordan is operating a new, sprawling tent city to accommodate 130,000 more Syrian refugees. They're expected to flee the fighting as their nation's civil war continues into its 4th year. Jordan, which already hosts 600,000 Syrian refugees, will open the Azraq refugee camp today, 90 kilometers from the Syrian border. Some 2.7 million Syrian refugees are scattered in neighboring countries, and 6.5 million others have been displaced from their homes inside the country. Reporting for 105.9 The Region News, I'm Bob Pritchard. Look for rain heavy at times today, windy with our highs getting up to about 11 degrees. We'll have a complete look at your morning sports, traffic, and weather coming up in just a moment.